good afternoon.
Happy Tuesday.
Yes, it is a happy Tuesday. It is a happy Tuesday. Is your shop full?
We are so busy, it's not even funny.
Same. Absolutely slammed. Absolutely slammed. For me, at least I have my prep crew here for the summer,
Yes, yep.
which I don't know what I'm going to do without. It's starting to make me realize that when my kids are in school, I probably need to hire somebody
Yeah,
because it's so nice in the mornings to have them totally go do the prep and I go do my work and stuff. But right now we're in the thick of doing a paint correction on a BMW.
yeah.
So
We
yeah,
we did
exciting.
a Ferrari SF90 yesterday, brand new. Uh
Oh
this thing was really cool and the paint was in like incredible shape.
yeah,
So that was one of those that is just quick polish and
yep.
throw some candy coat on it. It was pretty awesome.
Now that you say that, I had a Ferrari 812, a 2022 on Friday, and I just realized that I never posted the video. But it was the same thing. The paint was so good.
Yeah.
So good. It was green and it just corrected so nice. It was so great. So yeah, love it. But today I've got this BMW and luckily it was pretty easy polish too. So I've been lucking out lately, but lots of coatings and just
Oh yeah.
craziness in my shop. Craziness. Like I don't know what I would do without my kids here right now. Like they are busy bees all day. Delaney's out there vacuuming. Hopefully you guys can't hear the vacuum running. She's still vacuuming. But anyway, so what have you been up to?
I'm just, trying to keep my head above water.
Yeah, same, same. And I know we have been super busy on the car candy side. We've actually been really busy doing product testing. I know I've
Yep.
been doing a little bit this week with a couple products, and then just kind of just managing everything, right? Managing the kickoff to
Yeah.
detailing season. And I feel like it's definitely, detailing car show season. I know for me, my car's coming up in a couple weeks. Car show is coming up in a couple weeks. I am looking forward to that passing so that I can have some of my life
Yeah.
back. But yeah, it's been really busy. So really, like within the last 2 weeks since we were here last, the car candy team has started to really kind of put the pieces together for SEMA and MTE next year
Yep.
because they happen so close together. And so definitely it's kind of been like all hands on deck with that and just kind of imagining and dreaming and drawing. And I know you've got some fun stuff done already, which is super great. So yeah, so the team's just been, kind of hammering out the SEMA. What do we do? Mike and I are on shoes, so we're
Yep.
we're
Yep.
ahead on that. So we're
And
good.
we and
We're good.
we've got some pretty wild ideas so far. So
Wild would honestly be an understatement. It would
yeah,
be an understatement.
like we will
So
be the showstoppers.
yes, yes, which is what we're going for. Absolutely what we're going for. All right. So we have a good crowd here today. So guys, in the comments, here is the question of the day. Am I frozen? Because I'm frozen on my side.
You're freezing a little bit here and there.
Okay, weird. Okay. Anyway, so question of the day or topic of the week, burning question of the week is, are you a rinseless washer or are you a foamer and rinser, like two bucket, the whole thing? Are you an all the way or are you and I'm just going to be biased here, so I apologize to anybody that I offend, but are you like a work smarter, not harder type person like myself? And do you love the rinseless wash? And I will take this opportunity to mention that our product highlight of the month is Sweet Elite Rinseless Wash. So we will be talking about that all month. So everybody in the comments, go ahead and lean into that. Let us know what you prefer most and why, and we will discuss it. But in the meantime, while you guys are answering the questions, why don't we get into what our favorite product of the week has been?
Ooh, I'm gonna go with Citrasuds.
Okay.
So we did a
Still is
pontoon
the top
boat.
of
Yeah, we did a pontoon boat last week, and I hate doing pontoon boats.
yeah.
I only do them for, certain clients, but my guy that was doing it was
Uh-huh.
literally black from head to toe.
Uh-huh.
Like his clothes and everything were just
Yeah.
ruined. So we took a 5 gallon bucket, put 2 ounces
Mhm.
of citrus suds in there and let them soak for 2 days and then washed it. And they literally looked like brand new.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I've had that too. I know I told the story once before of Delaney using my very favorite Carbon Collective teal towel that friend Ryan sent me, and she used it on wheels that hadn't been cleaned yet and just roached it out, and it removed 100% of the grease. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. And a great idea to soak your clothes in it too, right? Because I think we've all been victim to the crazy polisher that sprays us with compound all over our t-shirts. I mean, our t-shirts end up with compound on them all the time. And so that it's such a great idea to use that. And actually, tip, because I've done this before, is I do end up with stuff all over my shirt. And so a tip that is a really great thing to do is get a 16-ounce bottle with some distilled water in it, add a half an ounce probably, and just have it in a spray bottle and use that as almost like a cleanup, right when it happens. Like I'll just spray my shirt down and wipe it off, and it wipes off whatever. The other great thing for that though is to spray your towels if you're using like a sealant or ceramic, anything with ceramic in it, not true ceramic, but like ceramic detailer, any of that kind of stuff. Graphene spray, if you use it as a drying aid, especially, or during the wash, clay, seal process, is go ahead and use that same spray bottle and spray down your towel before you throw it in your bin. Just give it a light mist, and it actually kind of deactivates all the SaO2 in there, and it's not going to clog your towels. So that's actually a tip that we learned from our very good friend, Robin.
Yeah.
And that has like saved my towels. I hardly ever have to do a hard soak on them anymore, which is so great. So definitely I absolutely keep a spray bottle in my shop, and I use it on all kinds of stuff. So very good. Very good. All right. Well, mine, I am going to have to, and I thought I brought it with me and I didn't, but speaking of soaking your towels, mine is actually the Sweet Elite Ceramic Detailer. And I felt like I needed to go with that this week because that was the one, and I've openly said it, that was the one from the beginning that I wasn't, I always thought it was good, but I wasn't like overly excited about it. You know what I mean? I wasn't like, oh my gosh, this is so great. I mean, gosh, I use, so many different ceramic sprays and detailers. And I mean, there's so many. And so I knew it was good. I knew it smelled good. I knew that it did the job. And I'm so bummed I didn't bring it in, because I meant to bring it in to show you guys how much that I've literally used a whole bottle of it this week. But I try to really be objective when it comes to like playing with products and stuff. You know me, I won't say that I like anything that I don't. I try to be very objective. I'm actually overly critical quite often. And so I try to literally see authentically what I'm drawn to. I try to not think about going for a certain thing. And so what I think is so funny and interesting is that obviously I have just naturally, I keep grabbing for the ceramic detailer from the Sweet Elite line. And I think that's kind of cool because those, I had some hard habits to break, and it's so good. I've been using it in the wash, clay, seal process. It's great. I've actually been diluting it a little bit as the detailer, kind of a quick like wipe down at the end. It works great. I've just really been enjoying it for like right before I deliver the car, because it makes my shop smell absolutely intoxicating. So I've just really been enjoying it, like more than I thought I would. I knew, like I said, I knew it was good.
Yeah.
Obviously, it wouldn't have passed through us if it weren't. But of the 4 products, I kind of felt like that would be the one that I didn't get overly excited about. But this week I was like, man, I've used a whole bottle of it. So anyway, I thought that was super cool. So I chose the ceramic detailer.
Nice.
All right. If you guys
I've figured out a good towel combo with it, and I'm weird.
Okay.
So I bought a whole bunch of those auto fiber dreadnought 16 by 16 towels.
Yeah, I have a bunch of those.
Those things are amazing for a second wipe. Like they're awesome for that with the ceramic detailer.
Yes, very cool. Just do the spray with the citrus adsorption. For sure. That's awesome. Very cool. Yeah, I use those all the time. I love them. Love them, love them. All right, so let's go through some good afternoons real quick. So we've got Ron Ayat here with us. Good afternoon.
Hi, Ron.
Frank Opice, good afternoon. Thanks for being here. Sarah Riles, good afternoon. Dressall product is my product of the week.
Nice.
I love that. Tell us why. Tell us why. I love everything, all Dressall dressings. I'm like dressing.
Yeah.
So funny. All right, Frank says he's a rinseless washer. Frank, have you tried the Sweet Elite rinseless wash yet? I want to hear about it. Tara. Hey, everyone.
Hey, Tara.
All right. So before we get to Chad, Josh, what's your answer?
Well, if you'd have asked me 5 years ago, I'd have said I'm absolutely not going to do rinseless wash. But if you ask me today, rinseless wash. I mean, it's just so easy and so efficient and
Yeah.
does such a good job.
Yep. I am a rinseless washer. I have been rinseless washing for 14 years. 14 years.
Yep.
And I'll be totally honest about my whole journey with this. So when I opened my business, I was obviously out in my driveway. I could not fit cars in my garage. And when I opened in April of 2012, and I thought that I would shut down during the winter. And so I wasn't worried about the whole hose and the, downslope driveway that was going to become an ice skating rink. But then that first winter, I never slowed down, and I skated around on Sorel boots and ice the whole winter.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh my gosh, it was so bad. It was so bad. So then the next year I was like, I can't do that again. I can't keep using all this water and putting water on the ground. So I had actually found Chemical Guys had a rinseless wash. It was the first time I ever saw a rinseless wash. So I started using that, and I was like, wow, this is pretty good. Like, this is solving my problem. Well, then they stopped making it. And then at that time, there was about like a 6 to 8 month period that I could not find anybody that had a rinseless wash. Nobody. Couldn't find it anywhere. Finally found one, and then it was just game on from there. And then now I've tried every single one, right?
Yeah.
And I've helped develop a couple, super fun, and it's been quite the journey. But so I absolutely love rinseless wash. I still obviously wash inside my garage. I still do the wheels and tires normal, but I do still do foam washes and bucket washes.
Yeah.
But I will, every time I do them, I'm like, this takes forever. This takes absolutely forever. And there's so much water being used. But I know there's people out there that love to do that, and sometimes it is a lot more show on the ground.
If I can rinseless wash, I will. I mean, I'll pick rinseless wash over a bucket method any day if I can.
Yeah.
Certain instances we can't do it, but
right. Yep. This whole the way this is, it puts this bar. Oh, I wish we could figure that out. How it puts the bar over their comment. All right, Chad Emerson here with us says, it really depends. I like both, but in the Midwest, sometimes rinseless wash isn't always the clear choice. But if I haven't started to enjoy using rinseless more. Perfect. I love it. Love it. Love it. So I also cheat, and I often make my customers run through a car wash before they come in.
yeah.
That's no secret either. I can only imagine. I've been in other detail shops, and I see how the cars come in, and they're absolutely filthy. And that would be hard to do a rinseless wash. But I rinseless wash all the boats that come in, all the RVs. Man, love it. Love it. Love it. All right, Chad again. Graphene Carbon Coat is the product of the week. Let's see. We'll have pics of an Escalade V that I did once the customer picks it up. Nice.
Nice.
Love it. What color was it? It was black. That's super fun. There we go. That is so funny.
I didn't even notice that.
I didn't either. That is so funny. So Chad says, Sid, did Cam grow antlers? That is literally perfectly placed. So Cam, for those of you that don't know, Cam the Candy Man, he does like to hide. So Chad found him. So that means his eyes are trained. That's pretty funny. So Cam he's on the podcast with me today, but the pillow behind him happens to be antlers, and it's literally perfectly placed. That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's fun. That is hilarious. Frank says not yet, but I'm not sure if he means did he grow antlers. He probably means not yet.
No, we asked him if he tried the rinseless, sweet elite rinseless washing.
Oh gosh, see, and I forget what questions I ask. Frank, you got to try it. You got to try it. So good, so good. All right, Sarah says, depends on the vehicle. I can use rinseless wash on my own vehicle, but everything else is normal unless it's really bad. Then I break out the foam cannon. Yeah. Yeah, I actually, let's see, I had a really bad Tacoma last week, and I'm trying to think. I don't think I busted out the foam cannon, but I No, I did actually. We did on the Tacoma. I was trying to think. I thought I just rinsed it, but I did bust out the foam can. And I had one that the guy, he couldn't go through a car wash because it had a big overlanding camper on it.
Yeah.
That was not fun. It also didn't fit in my garage. I was like, wow, I'm not built for this. All right, Ron Ayat says, rinseless versus traditional washing. It depends on how dirty the vehicle is. My own vehicle gets rinseless. All three are ceramic coated. Yes, love that. Ron, have you tried the Sweet Elite Rinseless yet? I would love to know. Very fun. All right, Chad said, if it wasn't for gravel roads and baked bugs, it would be 100% rinseless. Yeah, I do still use the bug remover, which I will say we are in the thick of it here in Idaho. And this morning, this BMW was absolutely just covered in bugs. And Tristan did it, but he said it was great. So he used the bug remover and said, and this was a car with no protection, zero protection. And the bugs came right off with the bug remover.
I very rarely have a customer call me, from my storefront and rave about a product they get, but I had one call me last week and like, this bug remover is like the best stuff ever.
Yeah, it's
like,
so
it
good.
is really good.
It's really, really good. And I love that it doesn't leave any marks. I think that's probably obviously my favorite part is that it works really well, but I really love that it doesn't leave any marks. So great. All right, Ron says, in the winter, I'll go to the pay and spray for touchless and to get the heavy stuff off and then bring them back to the garage and do rinseless. Yeah, and that's like totally fine to do, right? Oh my gosh, the cat just broke a glass. That guy. Yeah, like I'll totally, pre-rinse still and then finish up with rinseless. I've totally been known to do that, to rinse a car out in the driveway and then pull it in and finish a rinseless wash. I've also been known to do somewhat of a hybrid where I'll do like destroyer. I've done this multiple times where I rinse it, spray destroyer, let it percolate for a little while, rinse it off, and then pull it in and finish with a rinseless wash.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally works great. All right, Sean Kosher. What's up, everyone?
Hey, Sean.
Thanks for joining us. Oh, Chad, the Escalade was the radiant red tint. Very lovely. I love that color.
That's a beautiful color.
Love it, love it. Ron says, I have not tried it yet. All right, so bucket wash, Josh. What is your favorite bucket wash combo when you do a foam wash?
So bucket wash, I really like candy apple suds.
Okay, I haven't tried that one yet, to be honest.
No particular reason. It smells really good.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit of wax in it, so it's got a little pop to it. But
yeah, cool.
It's a really good soap.
Have you tried that on top of a coated car, or are you only using that on uncoated?
I have not tried it on top of a coated car yet.
Okay, yeah, cool. I have that. I have not tried that one yet, just because I think mostly everything that comes through here is coated and or getting coated. Yeah. Very cool. And I have been doing a lot of, I love to do two different soaps. So I've been doing a lot of destroyer as the pre-wash, and then I'll rinse it, and then I foam again with either, I like and I just totally lost my train of thought, but I either use Bubblicious or what's the one in Candy Coat?
Oh, Revive.
Oh, Revive.
Yeah, Revive. Yep.
Yeah, Revive out of the Candy Coat line, or to my two kind of favorite follow-up bucket wash ones. But I do usually like to do a pre-spray. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it all the way. So I will usually use like a pre-spray, or not a pre-spray, but a pre-soak one like Destroyer, which does 80% of the work for you. And then I go back with something a little fancier, a little more fun to use. So, but Destroyer does a great job in the foam can, and I do really love it. Oh, yeah. Really love it. All right, Ron, I've been doing a lot of hybrid washes lately. Yes, I do love that. I will do that a lot, especially on my own car, because for whatever reason lately, my own cars are suffering. So quick, like personal diversion here. My car was so dirty, and Delaney's Jeep broke down again. She has a 2024 Jeep 4xe. And it's back in the shop with now the hybrid battery went out after the transmission went out in April. And so she's driving my Jeep SRT again, and I'm driving another rental. And they were both absolutely filthy, but I did tell her if she was going to drive my Jeep, she had to wash it last week, which she did and did a great job. But I need to wash this hybrid Now I have a hybrid loaner. Crazy.
Fun.
Crazy. So you guys keep telling us if you do rinseless or bucket and why. I want to know what you're using as your pre-wash. And like we should say, like, you guys, your answers don't have to be car candy. Like, we just like to know, what is it you like to do as your, what's your method that you like to use? Like, things constantly change and the information out there constantly changes. And I'm just always interested to know, what everyone's favorite are. Like, you can even say your favorite, rinseless wash. It doesn't have to be car candy. Like, we're totally open here, guys. So Josh, is there anything like teasing for SEMA that we can give away? I know there's a couple things that are like super lockdown secret, but anything that we can tease? Like, who's coming to SEMA? Is anybody on here right now coming to SEMA?
I don't know if there's anything we can tease that wouldn't.
I mean, I think probably the only thing is that, like, if you're there, you definitely want to come see our booth.
Yeah, we'll be in the North Hall.
Yeah, we'll be in the North Hall.
Just as you get off the escalator, we'll be right there, and you won't miss us.
Yeah, you won't miss us for sure. You won't miss us. You might be able to smell us, and we'll have cool swag. That's probably about as much as we can tease on that. Kelly Mencken, what's up, people? Aloha. So Kelly got a new shop, and she is with Keith Duplessis right now as he is putting up lights, and we've been down there the last couple days setting her all up, and it's going to be super cool. We're super excited to have her here in Boise. We do still have to share her with Hawaii, so she's going back and forth, but new shop, super awesome. Super awesome. Let's see. Oh,
that'd be a pretty good gig, spending half your time in Boise and half your time in Hawaii.
Yeah.
I think I could handle that.
Yeah. How's it going, Kelly? I haven't heard from either one of them today. So it says Keith and I are working away and listening. Well, good. Yeah, Keith's been here since Saturday. Good times. He works hard. All right, Frank, hoping to go to SEMA. Man, I hope to see you there.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, bud.
Be awesome. Super awesome. All right, we've got Shane Morey, currently using the Gliptone ink wash system. Most vehicles I deal with need a decon here in Michigan. Very cool. I have not seen any of their stuff, so that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Phone's ringing. When I switch to using this microphone, now you guys can hear when my phone rings. Oh my God, I can hear. He is about to unleash in here. All right, Tara, we got our registration done last weekend. Looking forward to another fun week in Vegas. Yes,
absolutely.
Awesome. Very cool. Very cool. Kelly, I need coffee IV, please send. Me too, Kelly. I tried to go with the cherry Coke.
Oh.
And we'll see how it goes.
I'm doing Fanta.
Oh no, I think, is Fanta caffeine free?
No.
It's not?
I don't think so.
I don't think there's any caffeine in Fanta.
You're right. It says caffeine free.
Oh no.
Maybe that's why I'm tired.
Yeah. Too funny. All right. Chad says, hi, Shane. Welcome to the show. Where's Shane from? Do we know?
Shane.
I recognize the name, but
I can't see the comments.
Oh, you can't? Shane.
Oh, no, I can.
Checked in early. Yeah. So he was the one using Gliptone. I know
Michigan.
The name.
He's from Michigan.
Shane, if you're still here, tell us where you're from. Yeah. Cool. Well, let's see. I know there was something else that I tried this week that I really wanted to talk about. Oh, well, I do have to mention, like, Hydro X still is the one that we go through so much Hydro X this week. So there's another one we could throw into the conversation is, how do you feel about waterless wash? And I have been loving the Sweet Elite Rinseless wash as a waterless wash.
Oh, yeah.
It's been great. Absolutely great. Gosh, my cat.
Yep, and I'm working on a video that's going to kind of go over all that.
Nice. Yeah, I've got a couple videos this week that should be pretty fun. So Shane is from Michigan. Very cool. Love it. Love it. Love it. Very cool. Yeah, and then let's see, for MTE, we've been talking a lot about MT, and then we also just have a lot of, you know, we'll be going a lot of places this summer. We just don't have any like finalized that we can tell you guys about.
We've got a lot of stuff in the works, but nothing that's like concrete date yet.
Yeah, yeah, which is cool. Are you going to be doing any more trainings at your studio this year?
I plan on it. I was going to try and get one going, maybe in July.
Mm-hmm.
Because I actually just got a new addition to the training studio.
Uh-huh.
So we're going to be twice the size now. So I got to build out the other half.
Oh, wow. So you got more building? I thought you were going to say you got a new dog.
No, well, maybe that too. My wife has already put in a reservation for a new Basset Hound puppy. So,
Oh, a puppy?
yep, I think the litter's due in August, maybe.
Oh my gosh. So fun. I love puppies. Gosh, since Keith's been here, we've been, having coffee at the Mocha Moose, and these dogs come in every morning, and they know the ladies at the coffee shop, and they just like look at them with this love in their eyes, and we just sit there and go, oh my gosh, they're so cute. Today was a golden retriever, but I don't know what the difference is when the golden retriever is like caramel color versus like yellow golden retriever.
Mm-hmm.
But cutest freaking dog this morning. I mean,
Yeah.
So cute. So cute. The most adorable thing ever. All right, Shane checked back in. Thanks, Chad Emerson. Told you I'd check them out. Well, thanks for being here. Super cool.
Yeah.
Jeff says good afternoon. Good afternoon, Jeff.
Jeff.
Jeff had some motorcycles, right?
Yeah. Yep. He does decent amount of motorcycles.
Yeah, I saw that this morning. That's super cool. Frank, so cool. Well, Frank, I hope you make it to SEMA. We would love to see there. Love to see you there. Love to see you there. All right. Tara says, I believe there will be a lot of Hydro X sprayed this weekend. Sorry, you guys, it blocks our whole thing on both sides. That sprayed this weekend at back-to-back car shows that we're doing wipe downs at. Oh, that's awesome. Very cool. I love that. We do a lot of wipe downs at car shows too. So yeah. I love that. Love that. Tara, if you are working in the sun, one tip for you is you may want to dilute Hydro X a little bit with some distilled water, and that will give you a little bit more working time.
Yeah.
Very great. When I do it in the sun, I just dilute it down just a little bit with we're talking like 10, 20% max with distilled water. Just gives you just a little bit more working time. I just have to make sure he's not dying down there. Okay, Jeff. Nice. My product of the week is Premier Candy Coating. Yes. So, Jeff, you did 2 motorcycles, correct? I think I saw 2 separate posts.
Yeah, I think so.
Very cool. Yeah. So, I love Premier as well. What a great coating. So easy. Love it. Tara says at Chad, listen up. Listen up. Is that on the Hydro X? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very cool. What car shows are you guys doing? I'd love to hear about them. That'll be fun. So my car show is in 2.5 weeks?
Yep. Father's Day weekend.
Crazy. I'll tell you what, managing car shows is not for the weak. And I don't know what has changed. But I will say for anybody listening that is attending car shows, like give the promoters a hug because it's rough out there. Like car shows have changed. I've been doing car shows for 11 years and this year has been the hardest. It is, I don't know about where you guys live, but it is so hard to get food trucks, to get audio, get any, to get, it's just crazy. The, getting people to honor their
answer
word,
their
phone or just honor their word. The food truck business is just crazy. So here in Boise, we're over influxed with food trucks. So you would think it wouldn't be hard, but then we also are over influxed with events and, certain corporations like Micron and stuff, and like the big, the soccer teams and stuff, like they can afford to do $2,000 deposits, and like little car show promoters can't because we don't, we're just surviving off of nothing. I mean, we don't make any money. If anything, we lose money every year. And so it's just gotten really, really hard to get, you know, and so this morning I just finally got my trophy people to put the order in.
Yeah, that's gotten close.
Yeah. And, you know, and it's so funny because they like drag their feet, and they keep going, oh yeah, we'll be able to hit your target, you know, and then all of a sudden they're like, you have to pay right this minute if we're going to get this done. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you know. So yeah, it is not easy out there right now. I do not know what has changed, but car shows have become very difficult to pull together.
Yeah, we used to host one at my shop every year. About 3 years ago, I just quit doing them.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd have 2 or 3 food trucks lined up, and none of them would show up. And
Yeah. Last
just
year a couple bailed on us. This year I'll die if they bail on us. But you know, we have one of our distributors as the title sponsor, and you know, the rag company is going to be involved. Hopefully it will go okay. But you know, I used to do the huge one in Hidden Springs. Stopped doing that because it got too hard. And then now doing the one at the Toy Box, which the Toy Box is like a car storage facility. So it's gonna be really cool. But I'm tired already. All right. Tara says that Wheels and Watches on Saturday at a jewelry store. That's fun. What a good name.
yeah,
Um, and then a sponsor for one on Sunday at an equipment company that's doing this car show. That's so cool. And then Chad saying, yes, we'll be at Wheels and Watches on Saturday and the equipment dealer on Sunday. That's really cool. What a great name. That's super fun. So back there, back east, is it more like little car shows or big
yeah,
ones?
yeah.
Okay.
We've got a lot of little,
I would
you know,
much prefer those.
pretty much every town will do their own car show. Like,
Okay.
I'm in Williamsburg. It's a town of 2,500 people. We have our own car show every year.
That's
This one
nice.
here is pretty big. They usually have 400 to 500 cars, but
That's really nice. Well, that's a lot. But ours have gotten, and it's probably, I'll take the blame on this. Our area has gotten really bougie on the car shows because my one in Hidden Springs, we were over the top, right? Like what we gave away and what was
oh
in the
yeah,
side bags and the sponsors and the way we did that, everything was over the top. So part of this is probably my fault. But now every car show is so competitive to get the people to show up. So if you can get 200 cars at a car show, that's winning. And but we're talking, you have to put on a huge event. So
yeah.
it's really, I mean, you have to, yeah, it's really crazy. We're doing
There's a
swag
pretty
bags.
pretty good car culture around here. Just not a lot of events
Okay.
like car candy. In my business, we sponsored a car show in about 20 miles north of here about a
Okay.
month ago, and I
Mhm.
bet there was probably 600 or 700 cars on a racetrack, and they
Oh
were
my,
still lined up for miles trying to get in.
oh my gosh. That's
It was
crazy.
it was a mess.
Wow. That's crazy. How does everybody even get around to see all those?
Yeah, it was
That's
crazy.
all right. Bob Rassman, welcome. He says, yes, I deal with the drama of food trucks and not getting along with each other. I think it says not getting along. Yeah, not getting along with each other and getting people to come out and help, but I still do it. Oh, Bob, I do it too, but man, I'm starting to fade. Starting to fade.
Yeah.
All right, Chris Kemp, welcome. He says, I used Erase It for the first time. Worked out great. I put it in a ketchup bottle and used a blue Scotch Brite. This was on a boat with super bad water spots. Yeah,
Nice.
I love that. I do love Erase It. Now, I do feel like you definitely need something to agitate it with. I actually like to use it on even just a microfiber applicator, but I don't like to just spray it on. I like to have something that just agitates it just enough, and then it's perfect. But I do like Erase It for both. I used that on a trailer, soaked down the trailer, rinsed it. I actually didn't agitate it on this one. Perfect. Perfect. Love it. And I like that it doesn't stink like some of them do.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes, the cruise ends are so much less stressful. Yes, we do a cruise too. We used to do a great cruise at the Hidden Springs when it was so funny. We would end their awards and then we'd make them cruise out of the neighborhood. And it was the best way to like leave. Like we're done. Go. So funny. So funny. All right. Bob says, I took over the Rebel run the first year and we had, oh man, hold on. How many cars does it say? It's
200.
Okay, I'm like, it's hidden on both of mine cars. But wow, did I have run around with my head cut off all day? Yes, that is how mine are, Bob. There, it's only 200 cars, but man, it's so big and there's so many moving parts. Now, the crazy thing is, I mean, we still have like over 1,000 people come see it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just managing the cars, but it's managing the people too, which is
Yep.
absolutely nuts. And this year, which is odd, we have the Cherry Festival out in Emmett is going on at the same time, which, fun fact, it's called the Cherry Festival and there's never any cherries anywhere. Um, but they have like fair rides and stuff. And so we compete with that. But we always did, even with the Hidden Springs show. But for some reason this year it's a problem. It's a problem. Ron, the Minuteman Airfield in Stowe, Massachusetts does Wings
Wings
and
and
Wheels
wheels.
Thursday from June. That's cool. From June to October. That's awesome. That's awesome. Did you guys see that Idaho finally got a air show back? And
Oh,
those two,
really?
yeah. And it was like 2 weekends ago, and two F-18s collided. Did you
Oh,
see that?
no.
Yeah, and but they all lived, but all four, they were doing like a stunt. It was like day one or something at the end of day one, and they were doing a stunt and they collided midair and the planes got stuck together and they went down, but then you saw all four parachutes and they were all totally fine, but it was really scary. And then it shut down the car show. So now, or I mean the air show. So now we'll probably never get one back again. Oh, so crazy. All right, Ron, so many car shows. I wish I could clone myself and my Mustang to go to all of them. That is the hard thing, is figuring out
Yep.
which to go through. Yep. Adrian, I am Detailed AF. Welcome. He says, we have more car shows than sunny days in California. That
Yeah.
sounds insane. That sounds insane. That's super fun. We've had like some kind of crazy weather here, and I was left a friend a message yesterday, and I said, I hope you're enjoying the California sun. And she was like, well, I'm actually in Florida. She lives in California. It's super funny, but very
It's
funny.
actually, the weather here has been really nice for like the last week and a half. Like,
Nice.
really nice.
Yeah, it's been really nice here, but we're still like in the 70 degrees, which I'll take that all day long.
Really?
Yeah. But it's super sunny and everything. But we did last week. We had lots of thunder, lightning, crazy dirty rain. Yeah, last week was not it.
See, we've
I
been 85 to 90s and sunny, and it's been really nice.
Wow. Yeah. And the day that I did a boat and it absolutely poured rain. And it was crazy. That always happens to me when I have boats. The weather goes just absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. All right, guys. Well, we are going to try to start keeping this to about 45 minutes, just because we know it is midday and, we love you all hanging out with us. But I do have to get back to this BMW. I still have to coat the whole thing and paint prep it. So if you guys have any last minute questions, get them in. But otherwise, we're going to wrap up the show. So we will be back in 2 weeks with another fun topic for Unwrapped. Let's see, one more real quick. I was going to say undressed. That's totally. Oh gosh. Adrian says, FYI, I started using the waterless and have truly been enjoying it for the quick wipe, shine, and slickness. Are you talking about the
It's,
Hydro X?
yeah, yeah, it's
Love it.
really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Adrian was with us in San Diego when
Yep.
you got to try it the first time. Yeah. Oh, I love this question. You caught us right before, Shane. This is so great. I love this. I haven't
That's
used any
great.
products as of yet, but what's the first 3 products I should order up? My shop runs anything from dealership accounts to high-end coatings.
Okay.
You
So
go
I'm
first.
pretty much the same spectrum of client you have. And if I was starting with just 3 car candy products, it would probably be Chocolate Thunder,
Mm-hmm.
probably Destroyer,
Mm-hmm.
probably Hydro X and or Ceramic Shield. But then I
Yeah.
want to put a Eradicator in there too. So I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah. So, gosh, that is really hard. 3. So I'm going to have to go with Hydro X, because you're going to use that you can use it as it's a great pre-spray to a waterless wash. Or I mean, a rinseless wash. I use it as like a heavier duty pre-soak for rinseless wash. So I love Hydro X. Also door jams, gas caps. I've used it to wipe down engines. So I can see from the dealership standpoint, I would much rather people
Mm-hmm.
wipe down their dealership cars with Hydro X versus just spraying it with a hose. I don't know
Yeah.
if you guys have that problem. We have that problem here. So I would love to see like some maintenance on, with Hydro X. So absolutely Hydro X is in there. Eradicator is going to be a big one in those
Yeah.
dealer accounts too. Man, that is the carpet cleaner. It has enzymes and surfactants in it, and it is so good, so good. So you can do a lot with Eradicator. And then let's see. I mean, I'm gonna kind of have to go with like Chocolate Thunder or Burst or Sweet Elite Wheel and Tire. Like
Yep.
all of the wheel and tire cleaners, you can't go wrong with any of them. So if I can do a category on my third one, I'll do that. But here's the thing, Shane, is that there's a lot of really good ones and you probably won't go wrong. I would definitely say, kind of identify what are the areas that you feel like something's lacking maybe. And then, like look at, I mean, we have lots of products. So obviously
Yeah.
we have the car candy line, which is very expansive, highly dilutable. You're going to love that for the dealership market. But then we have Sweet Elite, which is going to be the higher end, retail ready, ready to use, all that kind of good stuff. So I would just, look at the website. It has everything on there. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to Josh or I.
Yeah.
We are always here. You can always send, if you don't already follow the Car Candy Instagram, please do that. And you can always send a direct message on there. They come to me. So if you have any questions, that's easy to check that out. And then also on our social media, we're trying to really, give tips and tricks and, information about the products and all that kind of stuff. So make sure you follow us on all of the platforms. And then last thing to plug is Cam. This is Cam the Candyman. We have Cam's Detailing Corner on Facebook, which is our kind of our product support group, if you will. So that's a great place to, if you are having a challenge, like, I'm having a challenge with carpeting or I'm having a challenge getting leather clean, then you get like everybody's input, which is really nice to hear from other detailers and things like that. So definitely join Cam's Detailing Corner as well, because we are always here to help, basically 24/7 there. And that's a great outlet too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Chad said he agreed with you. And Chad says Chocolate Thunder, wheels, tires, bugs, engine bay, rubber mats. Oh man. Yeah. Chocolate Thunder is great on all of those. It is really good on the bugs and I use it in a pinch, but man, I love the bug remover so much. So I
Yep.
know Chocolate Thunder works, but the bug remover is so good. I'm surprised none of us said that because we've been using the heck out of it lately.
Yeah.
But I think,
Here's
the biggest message is you can't go wrong, but
no. Here's a quick tip for floor mats. Sweet Elite Wheel and Tire Cleaner. Because then it leaves that smell in the vehicle.
Yep.
Oh man, is it good.
And I've been using it in the IK foamer.
Yeah.
And I just let it sit on the mat for a few minutes and that even like permeates the smell even just a little bit more. So good. So good. I will tell you the best combo, and this is giving another plug to another company, but that's fine. The Sweet Elite Wheel and Tire with the tire scrubber, the Scorp brush from Autofiber.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Like,
yeah. It's a cheat code.
So good together. I mean, yes, on tires, but on floor mats, it's so good. So good. Adrian says, Chocolate Thunder, impeccable interior and Sweet Elite ceramic detailer. I love that. Love it. I do love impeccable interior too.
Yeah.
That's how you finish the floor mat. You put it on after it's dry. So fun. All right, guys. Well, we are going to get back to work, but thank you everybody for being here today. As always, we love the show and love when you guys join us. Oh yeah. Oh, nice. Jeff says he's never considered Chocolate Thunder as a bug remover. It works fantastic. Oh, yeah. Absolutely fantastic. I put it in a foam can. I just walk around the whole bottom of the car. So great. Yep. Very good. All right. Well, we will be back in 2 weeks. As I told Shane, please go join Cam's Detailing Corner on Facebook if you're not already, as we do post a lot of stuff in there and obviously heads up and things like that. So everybody have a fantastic week. Thank you, Josh, for being here.
Yeah.
We're back to work, but everybody have a great